and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I have a ranking video of all the best and worst new releases, okay? I have some of the majority here to show you, but some of them I did not care for, okay? So if you want to hear all the details, all my thoughts, stay tuned. But before we get started, if you could please hit that subscribe button and join the family here. I would really appreciate it. And there's also, I think there's a new YouTube feature where you can like hype videos up or like hype creators up. So if you go down to the comment section and you swipe right in the comments, you can see like the hype button. And if you can click that, I would really appreciate it. Like anything you do, if you like, if you subscribe, if you comment, share, anything you do really helps me out. So thank you so much in advance. All right, so now let's get into the ranking. Okay, so the last place in this ranking, I did not like this fragrance. Okay, it is My Devotion Intense from Dolce & Gabbana, and I'll put a video here because I did take a little video of the actual like packaging of how the fragrance looks, and I think it is stunning and it's a beautiful bottle. But the scent, okay, like y'all, I am a big Devotion fan. I absolutely love that lemon gourmand scent. Like anything like lemon and vanilla, I'm usually a fan of. I just really like a lemony gourmand fragrance. And this My Devotion it's nothing similar to the original in my opinion. There's not even like a lemon note. There's not like a candied lemon. And I know the other flanker, the Intense, was more like around the notes of orange, but like I don't get like any citrusy gourmand out of this fragrance. This is more of like a peony base, like a floral ambery fragrance. So let me read you the notes. The top notes of this perfume, we have pear blossom and black currant. We have middle notes of orange blossom and peony, and then base notes of ambroxan, Madagascar vanilla, and amberwood. I smelled this on a paper strip first, okay, like a little tester strip, and I smelled it in the store, and I was like, interesting. It wasn't terrible on the paper, but still it wasn't a scent that, even on paper, it wasn't something that I loved. I was like, this is like easily a miss for me. But then I put it on the skin, so I was like, you know, that's where the real test happens. Okay, so I put it on my skin, and I did not like I did not like anything about this fragrance. Like I just didn't like it. It smelled kind of, I don't want to say weird, but I think it was the mix of the ambroxan, the amber, and the peony coming together on my skin, on my pH, on me, okay? I did not like the way this smelled. It didn't smell like anything I would want to wear. It smelled kind of light, but very like molecular peony, and I just, no. I didn't love it. I did not like it. I just didn't like it. I did not like it. It's not anything I would wear, nothing I would purchase. So to me, this is on the 7th spot. It is last place for me. Packaging is beautiful, and I love the Devotion line. I really do, but this one was a miss, okay? Just keeping it honest here, okay? So that was number 7. Let's move on to number 6, which I do have it here to show you guys. It is a Miss Dior Essence, and this is what the packaging looks like. And if you can see, she has like texture, she has like a very nice textured bottle here. It is very pretty. Again, I really do like the packaging of this fragrance, but this fragrance is another one that I did not like. I do not care for this fragrance, so let me spray it out so we can go on the journey together, okay? This one I've been having for some time, and the original Miss Dior is a nice floral fragrance, and then this one, what really comes out is it's a very strong blackberry note. but like it's sharp. It's a sharp blackberry note. Like it's not a smooth blackberry that's blended beautiful, giving you a wonderful experience. To me, it is a sharp blackberry that's like jammy. It's a jammy blackberry. Can lean the tiniest bit like syrupy, but to me is more jammy. And it is extremely sharp. Then you have the white florals in there just like fighting to be the main character, but the main character to me is that blackberry. And it is sharp and I don't like it. And then you have those, yeah, the white florals are trying to make their appearance. They're trying to be the main character. So I feel like there's just so much going on in this fragrance. And then you have the base of wood. Like it's woody, it's white floral, and it's extremely jammy, sharp blackberry. And just the whole combination, I do not enjoy. I do not like this fragrance. I think it's way too sharp. And again, like if you like any of these fragrances, like I'm not dissing you or I don't mean to offend anyone. These are just my honest opinions, and that's all I can give you, girl. I'm just being honest with you of my experience and how I feel about these fragrances. But this one I just didn't like. It had potential. It had potential to be like a sweeter, more fruity take on the original Miss Dior. But I feel like this is too sharp and too strong, and there's too much going on. And I feel like it's not blended like in a nice way. Like there's not like really a balance in here. So I didn't like it. So I wouldn't wear this one either, and that's so sad. Like the packaging is really cute, and I'm sure there's gonna be people that really love this, but I'm just not one of these. I'm not one of those people, unfortunately. And if you do like this fragrance, I feel like this will have good performance. Now, this is not one that I've actually like worn and tested out because I just don't like the fragrance, so I don't even want to like have it on for multiple hours, So, but I feel like, especially whenever you first spray it, it seems like it's going to be at least perform better than the original because it does feel a lot stronger. So I think maybe you'll have a good performance with this one. So if you like it, I'm really happy for you. But to me, I just did not like this fragrance, okay? Next up at number 5, we have Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute. And then again, I'll insert like a little video. I also smelled this one in store, and they had like a whole little like section for it, and it was really, really cute. The packaging of the Marc Jacobs fragrances are really cute. I mean, I really, really love the way he does like his caps with like flowers, and the Perfect line has like similar caps too, and beautiful. The color of this perfume, love it. It's like this deep like eggplant color. I love those color, like wine eggplant colors. I love, okay? So this one packaging was really, really cute. Now this has a note of fig. This has a fig note that I was intrigued. Fig is very, very popular lately. So I was intrigued to, find some more fig fragrances because I don't have a ton of fig fragrances in my collection. So I was just curious, and that caramel. So let me read you the notes. It has top notes of fig and caramel, middle notes of jasmine, and base notes of amber. So I was just really excited about that caramel and that fig. I was hoping it was going to be fruity, but also the caramels making it sweet, sugary, warm. So I was, I had high hopes for this perfume. And again, I went to the store, I smelled it on the paper, and on the paper, I didn't like it too much. I didn't like it too much. And then I put it on my skin, and I didn't like it either, but I feel like it was a little bit more tolerable than the Dior and the Dolce & Gabbana one. But again, this is just not a fragrance that I liked. I didn't buy it, the travel size, the full size. I just wouldn't wear this fragrance, because that fig and caramel, for some reason, was very medicinal, which I don't know how that happened. I was not expecting a medicinal fragrance out of a Perfect line, but yes, it was absolutely. It was definitely medicinal. Okay, I don't know what happened with the fig and the caramel, but it was leaning just syrupy thick, sweet, medicinal, okay? And even though, I sprayed it, I kept walking around the store, checking out the store, other items. I went outside, it was kind of like a strip kind of situation. I went into another store. Like, I had been wearing this around my pulse points here in this area for a while. And then, obviously my husband was waiting in the car, my beautiful angel. And so, after I did my whole errand thing, I went back to the car and he was like, "It smells like cherry cough syrup." And I was like, oh my goodness. It's like, that just solidified everything. Like, I thought it smelled, I didn't really get like cherry from it, but it was very medicinal and strong as well. This was a strong one that even when I scrubbed it off, when I went and I washed, as soon as I got home, I washed my hands because I just didn't like the fragrance. And I had to like wash my hands like 3 times for the scent to stop like lingering on my skin. So this was it was a strong one too. And yeah, I did not get like a cherry, specifically like a cherry note from this, but it was very medicinal. And I think that's where my husband was getting that cherry cough syrup from. It was very syrupy, very medicinal, and I just didn't care for it. So that is number 5. Okay. Number 4 we have here is Khair. This is the new Paris Corner release in their Khair line, and this is Peach de Lulu. Now, the packaging is really cute. Yes, I'll give it that. I feel like the packaging for all these fragrances are cute, and then you smell the juice and it's like, you had so much potential. But I have a dedicated review about this fragrance, so I'll leave that link down below, but I'm not going to go into too much details, but this is number 2. This is another fragrance that I didn't like. Don't worry, I have fragrances that I do like, okay? But it is what it is. So we're going to love some, we're going to not like some. And these are just the ones that I did not care for. This is Peach de Lulu. It has top notes of peach, guava, and nectarine. Middle notes of ginger and cardamom, and base notes of caramel, musk, and dry wood. Now this, to me, especially when I first got it, this was a hot mess. And I think I'm sad to report that it's still a hot mess. No ma'am. Oh my goodness, I just don't like this fragrance. I don't, but like, if you had me like at gunpoint, what the heck, and you told me, okay, out of the Dior, out of the Devotion, out of the Marc Jacobs, and this one, which one would you wear? This is the one that I would choose, and that is why it's at the number 4 spot. But the guava, I feel like the guava is all the problem in this fragrance. I just feel like the guava is trying so hard to be the main character in here. It is very present, it is very sharp, and it is very syrupy that I just don't like it. I feel like it's ruining the whole fragrance because, like, yes, I can sense a little bit of peach, a little bit of nectarine. Like, I feel like the caramel is giving it a little bit of sweetness. You have a little bit of spice in here, but like all the front and center is like a very sharp guava that's just, it's pissing me off. I'm just like, girl, get out the way, please. So for that reason, it is in my number 4 spot. I don't really like this fragrance. Like, I'm not wearing this fragrance. Like, I'm just going to let her sit. I'm letting her sit. And then maybe in a couple months, I will report some better news. Maybe it's great. And maybe the guava will settle down. But so far, did not really like. And it is in my number 4 spot. Okay, now let me move on into the scents that I actually like. How exciting, okay? In number 3 spot, we have Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Salt. And I have a little travel size of this one. This is what the full size looks like. Just a very nice frosted white bottle, very pretty. The top notes of this is salt and watery notes. We have middle notes of whipped cream, jasmine, and ylang ylang. And base notes of vanilla, benzoin, musk, and woody notes. So to me, if this was released earlier in the summertime, I feel like I would have gone through the whole travel size because I generally do like this fragrance. It is a salty vanilla, but it's not too salty where, you don't get much of the vanilla, because that happens sometimes with Vanilla Vibes to me by Julia Hessegan. I feel like it's like mostly overwhelming, like salty and muskiness with like the tiniest bit of vanilla, but this one, the vanilla is amped up. So I do really like that. I prefer this one. And this is just a nice vanilla with like a nice ocean breeze and muskiness to it. It's super nice. It's an easy reach, especially during summertime. If you want a little bit of like a salty vanilla, this is really nice. And I do like it. So this is in my number 3 spot. I wish it was stronger. I think that would have given it some more points, but this is a nice one. In my number 2 spot, we have Valentino Donna Born in Roma Ivory. This is the latest flanker, the one that's making all the waves, okay? The one that sold out immediately, sold out online, sold out on Sephora, on the Valentino website, at the stores. Y'all, this was making waves in the community, okay? And this is a like for me, okay? Now, I think this smells very nice. However, it is not a gourmand fragrance, how we all thought it was going to be, okay? From that marshmallow and orange blossom, you know, it doesn't lean too love, don't be shy. It's just a nice, pretty floral that's this powdery, and it has a little bit of vanilla, giving it a little bit of sweetness. So yeah, it's just a powdery floral, you know, perfect for everyday type of occasion. You know, I feel like over time, this will get a little bit stronger. That's what I'm hoping for. Because now, even now, when I smell it in the cap, and I've had this baby for, I don't know, a little bit, like maybe 2 weeks now. It's gotten a little bit stronger than when I first got it. Again, this is not a beast, or it's nowhere similar to the performance of the original Donna Born in Roma yet, at least yet. But this is nice. It opens a little bit citrusy with like a green mandarin note, and then you have orange blossom and marshmallow there. The orange blossom is, I feel like, the star of the show in this fragrance, and then you get like the marshmallow, I think, is just providing some powderiness. And then you have base notes of vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, and musk. So it's just a pretty fragrance, and it is a like for me. I like it. I think the packaging is stunning, and it's a strong like. I really do like it, but I just feel like there were different expectations than what we got, but it's okay. I like the fragrance. Now, the one that I love, my one and only love in this video, that I'm even like considering purchasing a full size, because I really, every time I wear it, I just love it and love it even more. This is Queen's Caramel by Ellis Brooklyn, and I'll put the picture of the full size here. I've been going back and forth with getting a full size or not, because I have a lot of scents that smell similar to this, but I've just been really enjoying this, to be honest. This has notes of like caramel, obviously, maple, honey, white chocolate. It has delicious, delicious notes, and I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too sweet. I don't think it's like, you know, the maple's not making it syrupy. I think it's just very, very sweet and beautiful and stunning, but it's not like cloying. It's not like, oh my God, I can't take this. This is like too much or too thick or too overpowering. No, this is a very nice caramel fragrance. It's similar to the Bianco Latte, to the Khair, you know, like it's a similar DNA. It's definitely in that scent family of like a sweet, like tonic kind of caramel fragrance. But to me, just the mix of that caramel, this always happens to me when I say caramel. I want to say caramel. And anyway, so yeah, I just feel like the caramel really shines in this fragrance more than like the other like Bianco Latte leaning scent. So I really do enjoy this one, and it wears nicely. The bottle is nice. The way it smells is nice. I've gotten compliments with this one when I've worn it out, and just everything about it I really like. It's a love. I really do love it, and I'm just considering the full size, but yeah, this is really, really good. So this is my number 1. Okay. Right, you guys. So that was all the perfumes that I wanted to talk to you about today. All like the latest and greatest that I've gotten my nose on and what I think about them. You know, maybe next time we'll do a best and worst. I'll have more best than worst. But it is what it is. Tell me, I want to know your thoughts. You know, have you smelled any of these? Like, what do you think? I want to know your opinion. What do you think? And before you click off, if you want to see more best and worst videos, watch this video here. That was my last ranking video. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you could please like if you like this video, subscribe, and if you could hype me up, thank you so much. And thank you, Sharon. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but thank you, girl. Thank you, girl, for pointing that out. Saving my life here, all right? Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.